The way you speak to your child is always training them how to react to you. If you say something 5 times, 6 times, 10 times, and then they listen, you're just teaching them, hey, I don't need to listen to my dad until he's said something 10 times. I see it happening all the time. Lots of parents do it. Let's fix it. We are always teaching our kids how to respond to us just by our actions, just by how we walk around and interact with them and live our life. If you only really start to give consequences after 5 minutes of explanations, the kids won't even listen for the first 5 minutes. They'll completely ignore you and they'll just wait for you to get angry and then they'll start responding. If you're explaining this one thing for 5 minutes, it just gives them more opportunities to rebuttal and argue and try and pick out any points that you didn't say properly, right? It's not actually very helpful at all. What you say is obviously extremely important, but how you say it is just as important. When we speak to them, we speak to them with calm authority. I like to view this way of speaking as a kind command. We're not harsh, but we expect them to do something now, and we'll be kind in the way we say that. Anger should never come into the situation. Let's go through an example. Let's say you want your child to clean their room. So you go upstairs and you nag them. Why haven't you cleaned your room yet? Johnny, I always have to come up here and tell you to clean your room. You know you're supposed to do it. How many times do I have to tell you to clean your room? I don't even know what to do with you, Johnny. You're such a... Okay. No wonder he doesn't want to clean his room. Dinner or a show, just bring him some snacks, right? It's a bit ridiculous. Why all the words? It doesn't make any sense. We're teaching Johnny, hey Johnny, we're going to come upstairs, we're going to explode in your face, put on a big show, and then at the very end, you can clean your room. Now, what do these actions display? What are they telling Johnny? It is essentially showing Johnny, hey, us as parents, we actually have no authority over you. And we are not leading this home, and we don't really know what to do with you. Let's change this whole situation and turn it into a kind command. So you go upstairs, you go into his room, and Johnny's there. His room is a mess. So you look at him in the eyes and you say, Johnny, and you wait. You wait for a reply. It's always a good idea because a lot of the time kids are elsewhere, right? They're busy playing a game or they're busy reading a book. Whatever they're doing, it takes a few seconds for them to kind of refocus, just like us, right? So say his name, Johnny, look him in the eyes and wait. Wait for a few seconds. Wait till you know he's with you. Even if he's looking at you, sometimes they're still kind of half in their book, whatever. Wait till he's looked at you. Then you give a kind command. Clean your room, Johnny. That's it. It doesn't need to be anything more than that. You don't hang around for an answer. Okay, you have already given a kind command, and your expectation, he needs to do it. Don't stay. Walk away. Don't wait for him to say no or anything at all. Don't let him talk. As in, don't give him time to talk. Johnny, clean your room, my boy. Out we go. That's done. I've given you a command. I expect it to be done. That's what your body language is saying. Now, it depends on how you've done your training with your kids. Sometimes I will remind my kids to say, yes, Daddy. Right? My kids, some of them are still quite young, but it's a good way for me to know that they've heard me. Or I might say, did you hear what I said? And they'll say, yes, Daddy. Or I'll even just say it before them. So I'll say, Johnny, clean your room, my boy. And then he'll be looking at me and I'll say, yes, Daddy. And he'll say, yes, Daddy. And I'll walk out. It's all done. This makes life for you and for Johnny very easy. You both know what is expected, and this gives very clear boundaries for consequences. Now, we also need to be wise when we're giving kind commands. If Johnny is right in the middle of building the most glorious Lego, tower the world has ever seen, to just waltz on in there and say, pack it up right now, it's got to go in the box. Like, no. We need to have some compassion and, take what they're doing into account, right? But we can always do it at a later time. Maybe you want to go in there, you see he's doing something, so you give him a time limit. Say, Johnny, you're very busy with Lego, looks great. In 10 minutes, we're going to go downstairs. We need to get ready to leave. I'm going to ask you to pack up in 10 minutes. Okay, let me put a timer on. So if there's a timer, I suggest you get one in his room. Go and put the timer on, or even better, get Johnny to put the timer on. Makes it fun. Timers are actually the best thing ever. I use timers every day, all the time. I just use the microwave. I'll say, hey kids, we're going to stop this in 10 minutes. Timer's on, all right? Or I'll send one of them to put it on. 10 minutes on the timer, press start. That's it. My job's done, right? But also, a timer really helps because I'm not the one telling them to stop the fun thing. The timer is, it's weird. It's almost like the timer becomes the bad guy. It takes away me having to tell them again, or even tell them at all. And they hear the beep, and I'm going, all right, the timer said, all right, let's go. It's amazing. Timers are the best. Now, as you start doing these type of calm and kind demands, they will start to submit readily to your leadership. They can feel that you're now in control. And if it's kind, and if it's sometimes even a little bit fun, why would they not do what you say? There's no fight. If you go upstairs and you start arguing, you're dropping down to their level. You're just giving them a fun fight, right? Don't do that. It's not worth it. And so us as parents, we're on another level. Like, guys, we're on another level. We're at the top and they're not. And I'm not putting them down, they're kids. They need to know their place. Parents are the leaders and we lead properly, right? And kids start to really warm up to this style of leadership. I've definitely noticed when I'm on top of this, my kids are softer, they are cuddlier, they write me more love letters, they are sweet, they're obedient, they always come. It's really beautiful. Now, a quick tip, if you're not confident in giving kind commands, practice. Just give it a try. When no one's home or no one's nearby, go in front of a mirror and practice. Get some commands that you want to do. You can even write them on some paper. And you can just kindly tell the mirror what you want to say to your kid. And practice how you say it. Say it with authority. Know that you're the parent. You're the boss. And they're going to do what you say. And you expect them to do what you say. And in my previous video, you've already written down your consequences list for all the things that they're going to be doing, right? So you know you've got that confidence as well. Hey, if this doesn't happen, I've got my consequences all sorted out. When you give the command, there's no bitterness. There's no anger. There's no frustration. You are happy and you are the leader. Just give it a try. As always, any questions, stick them in the comments and I'll get back to as many as I can. There's also a little ebook I wrote. If you want it, it's for free. Go ahead and download it. That's also in the description. I'll see you in the next video.